Oke, teman-teman, semuanya balik lagi nih di segmen dari Aman Logistik. Kita mau ngobrol-ngobrol santai setiap hari Kamis dari jam 10 sampai 11 waktu Singapura. Mungkin sekarang kita, maaf, agak telat sedikit untuk mulai live-nya. Nanti kita tetap akan ngobrol-ngobrol selama 1 jam ke depan. Teman-teman boleh banget join, boleh banget leave a comment ya buat ikutan ngobrol bareng kita hari ini. Jadi
Yes.
selama jam ke depan untuk hari ini kita mau membahas tentang money management.
Money
Kita
management.
kita bukannya ahli di bidang keuangan ya Pak ya, bukan not a professional, cuman
We're not
kita
a
mau
professional. Yeah, we're not a
kita mau coba
professional
sharing
advisor.
aja.
This is on based on personal experience, like
Betul.
Fitchi's experience, our experience, or what I've gone through for the past like 43 years. Apa sih namanya? This is not a financial advice. We're not advising you to advise into cryptocurrency, not advising you to play in stocks and shares. But how do we, once we get money, what do we do with money? Is money evil? Is money not evil? I lanjut dulu ya.
Yes.
So, uh, actually, everybody wants money lah. Who doesn't want quick money? Everybody works for the sake of money. I mean, money is important because money. Without money, you cannot buy food. You cannot buy water. You cannot buy your car. You cannot watch your favorite Netflix series. You cannot do a lot of things. So, is money important? Yes, money is important, but money is not really everything and everything. Of course, for Aman Logistics customers, if you're here, when you have OM Air in Indonesia, for Kampong maybe it's about $200, $300. But because you can work overseas like in Singapore, then you can get like 700, 7 million, 7 million or 6 or 5.6, 600 million. So is that money good? Yes, of course it's good. But after you get that money, right, what do you do with the money? Most of the time, you send the money back to your hometown. You send it to pay for debt. Debt is like for cicil rumah. Cicil rumah is pay for rental, pay for bulanan every month until maybe like 10 tahun, 15 tahun, tergantung what you take lah. Maybe 15 tahun. So you pay. Then after that, you got a little bit more money, you want to buy a motorbike. Okay, let's buy a motorbike. Then after that, you decide, oh, maybe I want to bring my daughter to a better school, bigger school, a better school. So you put money down there again. Then after that, not enough, ah. What do I do again? Must work harder, right? So after work harder again, harder. Then you realize, this car lousy lah, or this motorbike lousy. Maybe I buy a bigger motorbike. Oh, I buy a bigger motorbike. Then after that, this house too small. Maybe I may renovate my house, make bigger. Boom, make bigger again. Then children and daily expense becomes higher and higher. So we need to learn how to manage our expectation. In my opinion, the I did it for my own TikTok account. I always say grass is greener on the other side. So a lot of Singaporeans, if you look at my channel, I realized that I blew up for the past 3 days. Lafi, I went FYP like two times or two times there.
Ada baru Pak.
Yeah. Yeah. My account from 270 become now is 650. Yeah.
Wah, cepet
Within
ya.
within 2 days. So anyway, so there was one topic I said the grass is greener on the other side. So as a Singaporean, they always say that Singapore is very stressful, no work-life balance, uh, lebih enak kerja di Indonesia ya because lebih santai, lebih apa. Tapi menurut kamu Fit gimana? Di Indonesia lebih santai atau enggak?
Nah, kalau saya pribadi kan mungkin kalau Pak Anik kan atau teman-teman di sini bisa compare ya. Maksudnya oh di Singapura culture-nya gimana, di Indonesia culture-nya gimana. Nah, kalau saya pribadi karena selama ini saya cuman kerja di Indonesia. Nah, kalau misalnya di Indonesia sendiri, kalau di Indonesia sendiri nih menurut saya ya dari saya awal lulus gitu ya, terus kerja ada yang kayak pertama kali saya pernah tolak kerjaan. Jadi pertama kali itu gajinya UMR, Tapi menurut saya, padahal ke Serpong Pak, saya juga sekarang kerja ke Bintaro gitu ya. Saya ke Serpong nih, tinggal duduk padahal nggak perlu transit. Tapi satu dia UMR, dua waktu itu ini Smart Friend, kita sebut brand ya, Smart Friend. Jadi dulu lagi perpindahan nih, moving dari 3G to 4G kalau nggak salah, lagi zamannya itu. Terus udah dibilangin sama leadernya kayak nanti kita bakal dapat banyak komplain atau pertanyaan, customer minta dibantu di upgrade dari 3G ke 4G, how to gitu, gimana caranya. Terus dan kalian bakal sering lembur dengan bayaran 15.000 per jam. Saya langsung, hah?
15.000 per jam
Per
ah.
jam? Iya. Hah? Terus langsung kayak, gila, ini maksudnya mau dieksploitasi kah? Gitu.
Oke, terus. Oke.
Terus saya baru datang hari pertama training kan Pak. Training itu kan mungkin around a week lah ya kalau nggak salah waktu itu. Saya baru training hari pertama, saya langsung chat leader saya, Kak mohon maaf. Untungnya waktu itu kan dari outsource nih Pak. Jadi outsource-nya banyak, kan gede gitu ya. Customer service-nya banyak. Jadi outsource-nya ada beberapa brand outsource gitu. Outsource yang under saya gitu belum datang, jadi saya belum tanda tangan kontrak Pak, untungnya. Jadi belum ada kayak kena penalti bayar segini kalau kamu out gitu kan dari kontrak. Nah jadi saya belum tanda tangan apapun, saya pulang ke rumah sambil mikir, saya langsung bilang kayak, oh nggak bisa nih, kayaknya nggak bisa.
It's your birthday!
Thank you.
Let me guess the cake. Chocolate, strawberry something.
Makasih teman-teman. Pas banget hari ini saya lagi nggak puasa karena saya dari semalam diare sebenarnya.
You try too much tahu. Happy birthday Fitri.
Thank you Pak, thank you teman-teman.
Thank you.
Iya guys.
Okay.
Yes, I can eat the cheesecake.
Strawberry cheesecake. Strawberry. Siapa namanya? Mami already message me. Oh, Fitri wants strawberry. Can or not? Oh, can. Happy birthday, Fitri. Okay, so wow, we're getting older. Money management. So, money management, is it important? Yes. Is gaji important? Of course, gaji is important. So OMR di bawah OMR 15 rupiah.
Ya, 15.000. Maksudnya saya sebelumnya kan sempat di Traveloka. Waktu itu kan Traveloka lagi maksudnya belum terlalu banyak kompetitor ya Pak. Kayak sekarang kan ada tiket.com, event kayak pergi-pergi sekarang udah bangkrut, nggak kuat gitu ya. Terus saya sempat di Traveloka 3 bulan. Itu dia kasih lemburannya gede banget Pak, ekstra overtime-nya. Saya langsung kayak, kok bisa sih kasih 15.000 doang, sedangkan saya waktu itu di Traveloka per jamnya saya dibayar 100.000. Nah, maksudnya kan kayak langsung perbandingan banget kan, langsung comparison-nya jauh banget. Satu, itu kantor jauh dan gak sebanding. Pas di Traveloka saya dekat rumah, cuman memang saya waktu itu only kayak intern gitu Pak, jadi nggak lanjut kan. Oh, saya langsung gini, nggak deh, kayaknya bisa bikin nggak work life balance gitu, maksudnya bikin stres sampai rumah tuh, jadi kayaknya takutnya kalau saya ngejalanin itu bertahun-tahun stres, jadi nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain gitu kan. Jadi menurut saya kayak teman-teman gitu ya, balik lagi kalau misalnya teman-teman mungkin kerja di Singapura yang sebelumnya belum ketemu majikan yang enak mungkin kayak kemarin yang pernah kita bahas Mbak Puspa Dewi, mungkin nggak enak gitu, belum ketemu majikan yang enak yang cocok gitu ya, bisa jadi mungkin kayak gitu jadi stres.
Yeah, of course. I think working anywhere sure got stress level lah. Like maybe Fitri work for Aman Logistics also, that's totally stress lah. I believe. Okay, is stress important? Yes, I think stress makes us better. But how we manage stress and how and whether the company got prospect or not lah. Of course, that one is a different thing. But money management, if we have 7 million or 8 million, but if we spend 9 million or 10 million, of course it's not enough. Who doesn't want them? Who doesn't want a better motorbike? Who doesn't want to have a bigger car? Who doesn't want to have a bigger house? Who doesn't want? Everybody want. But if we cannot get it from work, then I don't know. Like okay, let's say Fitri, she tries selling tahu now. Yeah, she tries selling her own tahu. So okay, maybe you can ask Fitri. So running her own business of sideline business of the tahu, is it easy? Is it easy to?
Jadi pertama-tama kalau nih, jadi teman-teman, selain saya full time gitu di Aman Logistik selama 8 tahun, enough. Tapi
Of course.
sejak saya punya anak, nah itu kan maksudnya ada ekstra ya teman-teman. Yang kalian yang punya anak pastilah, kenapa sih harus kerja di luar negeri? Mungkin kalian cukup nih kayak mbak saya, mungkin cukup kerja di Indonesia gaji segini 2 juta, karena dia nggak punya anak, nggak punya orang tua yang harus dikasih gitu ya. Jadi dia buat sendiri ya cukup gitu ya. Kayak saya,
Of course.
jadi kayak teman-teman nih semuanya, kenapa saya harus kerja di luar negeri? Mungkin saya 2 juta 3 juta nggak cukup, saya perlu 7 juta buat cover anak saya, mungkin maaf banget cover suaminya yang kebanyakan nggak kerja gitu ya kalau di Indonesia, atau orang tua saya lagi sakit atau gimana. Nah, jadi saya semenjak punya anak, semenjak hamil lah, jadi saya itu kan ada side bisnis jualan tahu walik, kalau teman-teman tahu itu. Saya mulai usaha itu pas saya hamil 6 atau 7 bulan. Nah, ternyata saya iseng nih selling di online aja, saya cuman di Instagram, saya nggak ada platform lain gitu ya. Jadi cuman awalnya dari mulut ke mulut teman-teman saya gitu ya. Ntar teman saya suka nawarin temennya lagi, teman kantornya itu kan banyak jadinya kan untuk jangkauannya. Jadi awalnya saya jual harga murah deh, 10.000 satu pack gitu ya.
Kalau isi 10.
Iya, isi 8, 10.000 isi 8. Nah, kalau gitu banyak orang-orang kantor yang minta di fry, digoreng. Nah, saya extra charge lah buat bayar oil gitu ya, buat gas, tambah 2.000 per pack. Nah, mulai banyak yang suka, jadi mulai banyak yang ngambil buat kayak kemarin, ada buat buka puasa, ada yang buat
Ah,
acara kayak pengajian di rumahnya kayak gitu, banyak yang ngambil buat kayak gitu. Jadi satu orang ordernya tuh langsung yang kayak 5 pack, 10 pack. Jadi nggak yang 1 2 gitu kan, karena sayang ongkos kirimnya. Nah,
congratulations, congratulations.
ya, nah teman-teman kalau mau tahu kok kayaknya mungkin yang kelihatan orang kan kok gampang ya jualan, padahal menurut saya nggak juga, karena saya basicnya dari sekolah saya suka jualan. Mungkin jadi kayak mungkin udah seneng, kalau ini ada senengnya sendiri gitu. Saya seneng jualan, nawarin orang, nggak tahu malu gitu ya. Saya pas lagi sekolah teman-teman, di saat teman-teman saya lagi istirahat break gitu kan, pabrik mereka pada makan jajan ke kantin, saya keliling nawarin kue dari class to class gitu, mau nggak saya bawa kue smoke beef gitu kan. Itu juga saya 100 piece sehari pak pas saya sekolah.
Oh, entrepreneur dari dulu already. Okay. But what I want to ask is this: when you sell tahu sendiri, we do not know, right? Kita
Ya,
sebenarnya awal dulu sebenarnya kita
coba.
cobain aja, right? So of course, there's always a lot. In order to earn money, we need to put in effort, ya, ya. Ini bukan cuma like, oh dapat tahu dari factory A, and then saya jual profit maybe 2.000 atau 20.000
Ya.
buat profit B. If it's so easy, I mean everybody will do it lah.
Nah,
Okay. So if you want more profit, of course, you make the tahu yourself, you press yourself, but that takes time. So maybe sell a packet of 8, maybe take Fitri maybe 15 minutes. 15 minutes for packing, for frying longer, maybe another 15 more minutes because need to fry, need to check, need to consistency and everything like that. So apa sih namanya? What I'm trying to say is all businesses, when you want to start a business, it's not as easy as ayo, let's start.
ya,
Let's start already. Sometimes there's failures, there's
ya.
things that we learn, and then after. But in my opinion, all the failures that happens to us make us better who we are today. Because we already failed last time. Let's say Pichi, she sell her smoked beef when she was in Pulia. So she learned certain things, what she needs to say, what she needs to do, whether she needs to stop, take like 1,000 or now maybe about only 5 or 10, then see how the process go. Benar? Benar, Fit?
Ya, ya, benar, benar,
Okay.
benar banget.
So all this right takes how do I put it? Lifelong skill lah. Ini menurut saya ini ngomong lifelong skill lah. Bukan like bisa baca dari buku lah. Buku di mana sih namanya? Enggak
Teori doang.
theory wise it should work lah. Go door to door, knock on the door. Out of 10 maybe one will buy ah. But in theory you knock on the door, you knock 10 zero buy. Then if you knock 10, you knock 20 still zero buy. Then where is it? So I think like posting on TikTok, for example, posting on TikTok. Theory, you're supposed to only post once a day or two times a day, right? Theory, what? Correct, Fit?
Ya, karena kayak saya lihat konten kreator kan editnya berapa jam, jadi kayak mereka mikirin konsep mungkin ya, saya tahu lah maksudnya mikirin konsep itu kan gak gampang, jadi mungkin satu orang bilangnya, oh cukup kalian pikirin konsep yang bagus sekali 2 kali post for a day gitu kan, tapi ternyata panik crack the teori.
I won't say I crack it lah, but I really went. Okay, thank you. Okay, I want to read this comment first. Thank you, Amba, Wati. Thank you, terima kasih percaya Aman Logistics. Mohon maaf, but this segment we wanted to talk about out of the box. Sebenarnya topik ini sebenarnya out of the box. We are trying to talk about everyday life. Every one of us got struggles lah. And what I'm trying to say, end of the day, ujung-ujungnya is you can listen to the theory, of course. But if you see Fitri, me, and everybody does the theory part and it doesn't work, you need to think out of the box, right? Out of the box. I'm not saying it's right. I never say it's right. I also tell people I'm not right, but out of the box. So when it comes to money management, don't follow what other people want. You can see your neighbor, maybe they have a bigger car, a nicer bag. Maybe why the pram of this anak is so good. Why my pram cannot lie down, cannot do this. But we need to ask ourselves, is it very important? Of course, chasing money is important. Of course, because itu ngomong apa sih namanya upgrade our lifestyle lah. Who doesn't want to upgrade lifestyle? But as long as you have a constant income from your current work, and if you can have extra income on the side that maybe half, if it gets 100% or full time 100%, right? Then my advice is stop this and go to the other one. But if two of it is running together concurrently, wouldn't it income be better? I mean logic lah. But if you stop one income and then only one income, then very difficult.
Iya.
Correct, Fit?
Iya, betul banget. Apalagi nanti saya kan makanya baru mulai lagi mau side di sini semenjak yang saya bilang saya ada anak. Oh, kayaknya perlu ekstra, dan ekstra itu nggak mungkin kita ilangin gitu ya Pak ya, kayak misalnya susu, pampers untuk babysitter, hal-hal kayak gitu kan, vaksin. Nah, maksudnya kan harus dilakukan, dan bagaimana kita mencari uangnya dengan tidak mengurangi uang yang sebelumnya kayak gitu.
Tapi Fi, I wanna ask, are you capek? Sebenarnya capek atau enggak?
Capek lah Pak.
Okay. Capek physical atau capek mental?
Capek kalau lagi dua-duanya sih.
Dua-duanya. Okay, I would say apa sih namanya? Of course, there's capek for physical. Of course, there's capek for mental because you need to get it.
Yeah.
But is it very stressful? What I mean by stress is, does it affect you like, nggak bisa tidur, nggak bisa apa-apa? And I mean that's.
Jadi gini sih, kalau misalnya saya pribadi nih teman-teman.
Yeah, of course.
Nah, kalau saya pribadi nih ngerasanya semenjak mama saya pensiun, udah itu kan, itu efek banget ke saya pribadi Pak. Dari yang mungkin saya sebelumnya bayar listrik, saya bayar listrik rumah saya 1 juta sebulan, itu udah dari zaman saya kuliah loh Pak. 2014 listrik saya udah 1 juta sebulan. Itu udah saya mulai bayar karena saya mulai jualan juga white lens.
What lens?
Fish Eye, Pak. Ini kalau dulu tahu yang buat,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
ya dulu kan ada yang namanya GoPro, ada yang Xiaomi, ada kameranya lah. Kalau saya ini jadi jualannya tuh versi budgetnya. Jadi ada klip ditaruh di
Yeah,
HP,
I saw
ya.
that before.
Terus jadi ini dan itu Pak income-nya sebulan minimal 12 juta.
Wah,
Ya, jadi saya pay bayaran kuliah sendiri. Saya udah bayar listrik rumah sendiri, jajan sendiri, ongkos sendiri. Saya udah nggak pernah minta uang dari orang tua saya semenjak SMA, semenjak saya belajar jualan smoke beef. Itu dari senior high school saya mulai jualan, Pak. Saya udah nggak pernah minta. Jadi maksudnya kan, aduh, pengen nangis. Maksudnya kalau
oh my God, jangan, jangan. This is all good story, you know. Wait, wait. This is all good story. This is okay. This is stories that you need to be proud of yourself.
ya,
I think, teman-teman, if you look at here and look at Fitri, right, we need to be proud of what we did.
ya.
Say that, apa sih namanya? Oh, dulu, but tell a good story dong. Tell a good story.
Jadi kalau teman-teman masa saya mau cerita, ayah saya,
Ah,
ayah saya itu kan kena stroke berat nih, karena di kepalanya tuh udah pembuluh darahnya itu the blood kayak pecah, banyak titik pecah. Udah sampai di titik ICU, di ICU tuh 3 kali Pak. Untungnya perusahaan mama saya mengcover asuransi untuk suami. Itu jarang banget.
ya,
Istri yang kerja tapi cover suami jarang banget. Saya
jarang
belum
banget.
pernah dengar, jarang banget. Biasanya cuma cover anak.
Betul.
Nah, alhamdulillahnya itu dan jadi ayah saya dulu kan belum ada BPJS, kayaknya masih belum ada deh tahun saya dulu junior high school kan. Itu jadi ayah saya dibawa ke rumah sakit sempat koma nggak sadarkan diri. Terus 2 hari masuk ICU, alhamdulillahnya bisa sadar lagi. Dua hari udah nggak sadar. Terus dari situ ya mama saya minta pengertian, uang jajan kamu dipotong ya. Terus kan, kamu kan masih punya adik,
Hmm.
kasihan ya adik kamu buat adik kamu dulu nih. Soalnya kan sekolahnya swasta Pak, maksudnya kan mahal lah gitu. Tapi kan udah terlanjur sekolah, kasihan lah kalau harus pindah atau gimana.
Of course,
Terus
of course, of course.
iya, bilang, oh ya udah dan gitu. Terus dari situ saya mulai iseng-iseng jualan. Tapi sebenarnya saya pas masih elementary school tuh udah mulai suka iseng emang jualan. Saya emang hobi kali ya Pak, hobi iseng permen, candy. Saya cari nih di kantin, apa ya yang nggak ada di kantin? Saya teliti tuh sama dia.
Okay.
Saya
Entrepreneurship start. Okay.
saya lihat oh jualan permen karet yang dulu ada merek brand Yosan. Jadi kita bisa kolek the tulisan
Yeah.
tuh YOSAN. Jadi kalau udah komplit bisa ditukar sama sepeda apa TV kalau nggak salah. Nah tapi the N itu susah banget nyarinya. Jadi kayak jarang yang kumpul. Jadi saya mikir, oh gue jualan aja terus nih. Orang kan pasti bakal beli. Namanya anak-anak SD gitu ya, anak-anak masih elementary school. Uang jajan masih minta, nggak masalah lah. Jajan di sini bu sambil iseng-iseng ngumpulin. Itu pokoknya modalnya saya beli 20.000,
Okay.
profit 20.000, 100%.
Oh. No. Okay. But after you learn all this, right? What was it that you take back with this, with that you have in life, right? Business can naik.
Betul.
Wait.
Bisa stabil.
For the lens, example the lens, itu timing lah.
Timing.
1 bulan, 2 bulan, you can get 12 juta, maybe 14 juta, and everything. But okay, then why do you stop it? Because it didn't move anymore, right? The products.
Itu bertahan 2.5 years. Jadi saya punya tabungan Pak dari situ. Saya mulai punya tabungan dari situ. Saya semenjak pokoknya udah pokoknya saya bisa belanja apapun sendiri, bayar kuliah sendiri semuanya dengan tetap saya nabung. Jadi saya bisa nabung banyak dari situ Pak. Mungkin kalau saya nggak jualan itu tabungan saya nggak sebanyak ini menurut saya gitu. Terus Itu saya berhenti karena Shopee.
Oh.
Shopee merusak harga pasar. Saya jual waktu itu dari 150.000 udah sempat turun 125.000, tapi dari supplier ngatur harga Pak biar nggak merusak itu masih aman. Kalian boleh jual minimal di harga 125 gitu. Jadi kalau lu bisa jual 200.000, hoki lu gitu
Ya,
kan. Mungkin
betul, betul.
followers lu banyak, lu artis jualan. Dulu kalau nggak salah ada artis namanya Fitri Tropika, komedian, dia jualan juga lensa dari saya, dia ambil dari saya, dia jual 200.000, saya ingat. Ya, jadi maksudnya saya juga supplier supplier dikit lah buat dia jualan gitu kan. Nah, dari situ saya mulai ngerti dari dulu sih, maksudnya dari awal bapak saya sakit, dari yang hidup saya
Ya.
enak ya bisa minta apa aja sampai saya harus ngerti ngirit, harus ngerti uang jajan dipotong 50%, 50% dipotong uang jajan saya. Dari yang saya tadinya pakai mobil antar jemput jadi enggak.
Oh.
Terus saya harus naik angkot angkot kayak
Oh.
gitu pulang sekolah. Terus ya, tapi maksudnya saya apa ya? Mungkin kayak teman-teman yang kerja di luar negeri juga ya. Maksudnya saya punya rasa, apa karena saya punya ngerasa ada tanggung jawab sebagai anak pertama
Betul,
gitu
pasti
ya.
dong.
Iya, saya tahu jawab anak pertama kayak, oh ya kasihan deh biar deh orang tua gue ngurus adik gue aja gitu.
Betul,
Maksudnya,
betul, betul.
nah, gue gimana caranya bertahan hidup kan? Maksudnya saya udah dikasih ini nih buat udah punya sekolah, punya pikiran, punya untuk gimana caranya survive gitu ya. Jadi
Of course.
makanya pas saya nyari kerja itu momennya karena sales udah agak drop Pak, tapi waktu drop pun masih di atas UMR saat itu, tapi drop Pak, udah mulai drop gitu kan, mulai Shopee ngejual tiba-tiba jual 50.000, kan how to bersaing gitu.
How you do it? Yeah.
Iya, makanya tiba-tiba dari 120 lu jual 50-60.000, setengahnya
Yeah.
ya gimana bersaing kayak gitu kan. Jadi saya mulai coba cari kerja. Dari Traveloka 3 bulan yang itu nggak, yang smartphone saya tolak karena menurut saya nggak worth it sama capeknya. Pokoknya 1 bulan after smartphone saya tolak, saya keterima di Aman, udah saya nggak pindah.
Udah aman kan? No, 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 no. But you have this entrepreneurship mindset, see. And what happened in life, like in life in general, we need to suffer lah. And in one stage of our life, suffering is important lah. Menurut saya lah. I think if I read, this is dari buku already.
Ya,
You study the book, every successful human being, right,
iya,
suffer at one stage of their life. Unless you say that your father and mother is super rich, then you come down and then you get what the car and all this. But then you don't understand the value of money. Okay, so assuming you suffer. So you suffer, you go out, then you know how to, you know what is money all about. Lah.
iya,
I think, yeah, Fit, correct? So you know that, okay, I need to do this in order to get money. When I get money, what do I use that money for? Do I use that money for buy the nice bag? Okay, very simple. You buy the nice bag, you can wear it. Then after a while, if you really need the money, you sell the bag. You sell the bag.
iya.
So, but some people want the nice bag, want everything, but I don't want to sell the bag. I don't want to sell this. I don't want to sell the watch. I don't want to sell anything. They want to keep everything. So, apa sih namanya? It's mindset of people lah. And I think what we want to do here is to just open up everybody's mind. Yeah, correct, Fit? Open up
Yeah.
your mind. Fiji has a problem. I have my problem. You have your own problem too. Everybody. For Aman Logistics customers, sorry, I would love to say this, but you all have leave Indonesia. I mean, Indonesia is comfort zone, comfort zone, moment comfort zone. You leave the comfort zone to go out to work to give a better future for your family. That, to me, is already hebat banget already. Ya kan?
Benar banget, Pak. Kayak misalnya saya juga gitu sih, Pak. Kadang dari yang saya hobi gitu beli tas, saya bukannya saya nggak mau, saya mampu nih misalnya. Saya lagi mikir gitu, Pak. Kalau saya mulai naik coba ke brand yang kayak Louis Vuitton, itu kan kadang secondnya ada yang cuman bisa dibilang cuman ya buat brand kayak gitu 5 juta 6 juta second, tapi jualnya lagi segampang itu enggak dibanding
Oh,
pasaran kayak Kate Spade. Teman-teman kan suka banyak yang nanya, Kak boleh nggak masukin Kate Spade coach kayak gitu kan, masih brand-brand yang kadang suka dikasih aja lah sama employernya kayak gitu kan, dibanding saya harus kayak bisa saya butuh uang, dibanding saya harus jual my gold gitu ya, emas
of
saya
course.
better jual tas lah.
Of course lah, of course lah, of course lah,
Iya.
of course lah. We, how do I put it? We, coming back to the topic, money management. We
Iya.
do not know whether we manage our money properly. I mean, I'll be honest with you also. I do not know whether I manage my money properly. But as much as I can, if I cannot afford it, I don't want to get it. If I
Iya.
can, if I can. If I cannot afford that, if I cannot afford that watch, why do I want to buy the watch? If I cannot
Iya.
afford that house, why buy that house? Why make your life so stressful? I think I think that's quite difficult lah for money management lah. Yeah, Fit. I mean, real,
Benar-benar.
yeah, real,
Benar,
yeah.
karena apalagi banyak yang namanya orang tuh konsumtif ya. Kayak misalnya teman-teman di Singapura ada yang mungkin kebawa pergaulan. Oh, mau mulai belanja, 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 nggak punya uang.
I want to share this. So I've been doing this on TikTok for the past 3 days lah, and I noticed one trending topic that always come out. The Singaporeans will always say that, oh, enak ah, life in Indonesia cheaper, cheaper, cheaper. Oh, you're Singaporean, you live in Singapore, in Indonesia, cheaper ah, good ah. Then I reply, and I said this, no. Yeah, you think it's good. Of course you think it's good because it's okay, Indonesia is cheaper. I never say it's not cheaper.
Ya.
It's cheaper. The car is cheaper, the motorbike is cheaper, the house is cheaper, the labor is cheaper, the pemandu and everything help is cheaper. Tapi, there's a tapi, tapi I sacrifice a lot too.
Hmm.
I sacrifice my family. I don't see my father and mother as what I think I would love to see. My grandmother, sorry, I want to say this. My grandmother passed away like
Ya.
about 1 month ago. I need to fly back, Okay, okay. Oh, you deserve it, whatever lah. But when you buy cheap car and cheap thing, safety also not there.
Ya,
My
ya.
car accident, I think I got a car. My new car less than 4 months, 5 bulan.
Ya,
I
ya,
accident
ya.
3 times already. Auto buang di belakang lah, or what lah. Okay, okay, okay. That's beside the point. When you pay expensive, and Singapore is a very expensive country. Why is the Singaporean saying that it's very stressful? An Indonesian living in Indonesia, earning the OMA or slightly above OMA, she's also stressed. What?
Iya.
If you say stress, in my opinion, if you say stress, everywhere is stress.
Ya.
Indonesian is stressed. In Indonesia is stressed. In Singapore is stressed also. But how you manage your money is
Ya.
very, very important. Okay, I'm sorry to say, but I want to say this. But if Singapore, let's say your gaji is 20 million, 2,000. Oh, enak ya, dosa stress. Tapi maybe they have less strict. 1 million, 1 million is 100 Singapore dollars.
Ya.
It's actually very little, no. In Singapore, the average is 200, no. The average. My house in Singapore, when I on aircon and everything, like in Indonesia, it's $300 already.
Ya.
You see, okay. So what I'm trying to say is, every country will have other buffer their own. Like benzene is more expensive in Singapore. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, wherever we are, even in Singapore, Indonesia, we go through stress and we have to manage our money properly.
Iya.
You're an Indonesian working in Singapore, your gaji is tinggi. Of course.
Iya.
But manage your money properly also. Like me, I'm a Singaporean working Singaporean in Indonesia. I also have to manage my money properly. I cannot just buy. Then like last year, what happened? The company didn't go well. Then I was stressed, right? Apa sih namanya? End of the day, we need to how does I put it? The more we understand money, the more we know that, yeah, okay, Singapore, okay, let's say Deba went to Singapore, you notice even as a Grab driver, you can own an iPhone, as a
Yeah,
Grab
yeah.
driver in Singapore. How are you going to own how, berapa hari lalu my wife ngobrol sama Grab driver di Indo. Kamu tahu gajinya berapa, no? Kalau dia kerja dari jam 7 sampai jam 8 malam ya.
Ah,
Ya. Kamu guess 1 bulan dapat berapa? I didn't know. I only just know only recently.
to 2030.
20-30 million.
Juta, iya, juta rupiah.
Okay, dia sebenarnya kasih saya tahu dia bring back wang 11 sampai 12 deh. 11 sampai 12
Oh,
lagi.
iya, iya.
Di atas UMR, no. Saya
Iya,
buka.
iya, iya.
Tapi dia kerja tiap hari fit.
Oh iya, iya, harus tiap hari. Oh iya, 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 iya.
Tiap hari dari jam 7 sampai jam 8 atau jam 9. No, a bit no life lah, a bit no life.
Iya.
So, I mean, how do I put it lah? I, cannot lah. How to say this lah? Don't. I do this TikTok thing and I realize not all Singaporeans think like me lah. How do I? I don't know. Ada aja lah.
Iya, iya, iya. Tapi kalau Pak Andik sendiri nih, kalau misalnya selama ini invest paling bagus menurut Pak Andik, atau Pak Andik pernah coba apa aja nih yang gagal, yang berhasil?
To be honest, I want to I will share this lah, and I want to talk about it. Last time I used to think gold was very important. I buy gold. But to be honest, a few years ago, I had to liquidate the gold. I had to liquidate all the gold because I needed the money for my daughter's school. I needed that money for down pay the house and all that. So how do I put it? And of course, if you say I keep the money and tahan antar sehari ini, the value goes up. Of course.
Ya,
Waktu dulu, I didn't know the value is going to be so high. But how do I put it? When you need the money, you need the money lah.
ya,
Yeah? Let's say my daughter, my wife hamil, give birth to my daughter. Need money also.
ya, ya.
Where the money come from? I got gaji. I cannot just go to I cannot go to boss give me money.
Ya.
I mean, I have to manage my own money also. I mean, I'm telling you a fit lah. It's not like dapat. I also manage my money in that way. There's certain things that I wish I have, but to be honest, I realize it's not very important anymore. Yeah. Okay, so what did I invest? I invest in gold last time. I tried stocks and shares. Of course, I started trying shares. I tried cryptocurrency also. I even tried forex at one point of time. Everybody wants to quick money lah. I recently received an ad. Put in 1 million, put in 100, get 1,000 in 24 hours.
Ya,
Walao, are you serious or not?
iya, iya, iya.
Itu 10 times,
Ya.
Di dalam 24 jam, So, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true lah.
Iya, iya, iya. Ada tuh Pak, emang waktu yang lagi zaman COVID itu kan kayak stock exchange, saham itu kan emang lagi naik banget di kripto, saham. Karena memang di saat orang semua pada lemah, itu naiknya cepat untuk pergerakan uangnya. Dan emas juga naiknya 50% kalau nggak salah, 50% waktu saat COVID itu kan Pak. Semua orang coba cara quick money lah. Nah, sampai akhirnya ternyata nggak segampang itu juga ya.
I mean, everything that you see, right? I mean, okay, how do I put it? If you belum coba, belum tahu. I mean, if you can afford it, I think no harm trying lah. Yeah. But after you try, right? I believe the only question that you need to tell yourself is learn from it lah. Learn from it.
Ya.
Ada orang pasti ngomong, itu pasti bohong. Itu pasti bohong. Itu pasti bohong. Then kamu pernah dengar no? saya pernah coba menang kok. Tapi out of the 100, only one will tell you that. Okay, anyway, what I'm trying to say is, everybody will say don't try. Everybody will say don't try. But listen to your heart, listen to yourself. If you think you want to try, I will never stop you from trying. Try aja.
Ya,
If,
betul.
if apa sih namanya? Kalau dia harus invest, maybe lah, example lah, 10 juta. Saya nggak bisa 10 juta. Saya cuma bisa 1 juta doang. Bisa atau enggak? Oh, bisa. Coba aja. Kalau kamu pikir itu uang dingin ya, kalau kamu
Ya,
pikir,
betul. Ya, betul.
kalau enggak, kalau bukan uang dinginan, kalau itu butuh buat apa sih namanya, cicil motor, cicil
Ya.
rumah, buat anak sekolah, don't gamble lah. Basically what I'm trying to say, don't gamble. Gamble with money that you can afford to gamble. That's all I'm trying to say. So, but how do I put it? Gamble is, there's always a winner and a loser. There's only two things. You can either win or lose. There's no in between. There's no like you put in 100 only you want to win. Okay. And then the funny thing about human is after you win, ayah, why I never put in 20 million? Ayah, why I never put in 10 million? If I put in 10 million, ayah, I will get 20 million. Example lah. Don't ayah this lah.
Benar-benar. Ada orang, maksudnya kan kayak minggu lalu kita sempat bahas, mulai banyak yang judi online.
Ya, benar deh.
Itu kan terlalu gembel ya, sampai stres akhirnya. Ini harusnya buat bayar sekolah anak, harusnya buat belanja istrinya masak. Dia pakai uangnya buat judi gitu kan. Akhirnya yang ada dia stres, banyak kejadian bunuh diri. Nah,
2 minggu ini real case no. 2 minggu lalu saya ke ada pasar lah, ada pasar jual makanan dan everything. So saya mau beli yang dia jual, I think if I'm not wrong dia jual like ice cendol lah. So sebelum dia jual ice cendol dia main HP no. Saya beneran main HP. Main. Kamu tahu dia main apa no? Judi online. Yang kasino no.
Iya.
I was like, okay, sebenarnya orang saya I don't really care lah. I just want my ice cendol lah.
Iya.
No, this is a real thing no. So this guy was playing. So Pak, saya mau ice cendol. Ini. Dan dia masih main no. So saya langsung ngomong, Pak, ice cendol. Ada isi groundnut lah, ada kacang lah.
Iya.
Dia ngomong sama saya, sesuai gambar aja. I mean, sorry to say this lah, but come on lah.
Iya.
Properly lah. I ask you a question, answer
Iya,
properly lah.
betul.
Don't answer like that, sesuai gambar. So I was like, okay lah, sesuai gambar kan? Okay, kalau sesuai gambar, saya tunggu aja. I already naik already. Tuk.
Iya.
So, udah mau bayar. So, saya udah ambil ice cendol. Saya langsung mau, ini bukan sesuai gambar kok. Kalau sesuai gambar harus ada sendok. Kalau sesuai gambar harus ada ini.
Iya.
Diam. Tapi mohon maaf teman-teman, what I'm trying to say is this. Look, he wasn't concentrating. He was not
Betul.
concentrating on the gambling. I mean, who doesn't want to get rich?
Ya.
But the earlier we know this, the better. There is no such thing.
Betul.
Out of 1 million people go to the casino, only 1 or 2 people win, you know.
Iya. Tapi saya pernah dengar quotes yang kayak nggak ada yang namanya kaya dari judi, dari gambling tuh nggak ada yang namanya, adanya lu semua tuh pada jadi miskin, tapi yang jadi tuh itu tuh cuman hobi orang kaya, sementara lu main di hobinya orang kaya lah, ya lu bakal jadi miskin. Saya pernah baca itu tuh, jadi kayak udahlah kalau mau ngumpulin uang bener tetap jadi kerja yang halal.
Okay. Let me explain to you how the gambling works. So you know those okay, basically you put in example 10 cent lah. 10 cent. So you put in 10 cent, you spin. I isang try to play. So you put in 10 cent, you play. Okay, so if it's 10 times, right, it's $1, right?
Iya.
So 10 times $1. So you play again, you get 0.01 cent. Play again. So basically you play 10 times to get $1.
Iya,
right?
betul. Iya.
So how many times can you gonna get $1? Okay, so after a while, right, $1 is not enough. So you put in
Iya.
20 cents.
Lagi
Ayo,
top up,
saya mau
iya.
lagi dong. Saya mau $2. So you put in 20 cents to get in $2. Then you need they call it bonus. You need bonus. Oh, the bonus will give you 100 times.
Iya.
So 100 times is $20. 100 times $20. After you get the $20, are you sure you're gonna stop?
Iya. Betul, 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 betul.
Because you already win, what?
Iya.
What?
Iya, iya.
99 people will not stop.
Iya,
99
iya,
viewers.
iya,
So
iya,
they
iya,
continue
iya.
play again. Okay. So you play again. Blah, 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 blah. Your $20 become $1 again. What?
Iya, betul, 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 betul.
How do I put it? It's addiction. Itu ngomong
Iya,
addiction.
benar-benar jadi addiction bener Pak, karena dia ngerasa padahal nih aplikasi udah tahu kita kasih menang dulu di awal, menang biar dia mau top up lagi, top up lagi, top up lagi. Jadi pada untungnya tuh bakal jadi rugi sih, saya nggak ngerti sih maksudnya untuk
What I see sad is most people gamble with money that they cannot gamble.
iya
That's what I
benar.
feel. That's what I feel that is very sad. Sorry to say this, everybody that can watch this and if you can record this and repeat this, don't play with money that you cannot gamble. What I mean by cannot gamble, the money is supposed to be for your istri. The money is supposed to be for your anak. Wait. Anak number satu, istri number dua. Anak, istri, and okay, actually anak, rumah, and then istri. So, but how it works that way is because children are very important. If you cannot pay for your school children school fee,
Iya.
I think that's very sad lah. So anyway, lanjut di depan. Apa sih namanya? And then if you get that 1 million or 2 million and you gamble and you hope you get 4 million, no,
Iya.
don't, please don't. Maaf teman-teman, I think Indonesia will become like this, I'm so sorry lah. But what you think, Fit? What you think?
Iya, 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 maksudnya apalagi kan kayak government kan kayak trying to close the application. Tapi menurut saya pribadi sih bakal susah banget Pak, karena isunya government pun main, orang dalamnya pun main di aplikasi gede itu, entah dari pajaknya atau apa. Jadi kayak bakalan susah ditutup sih, kecuali ya saya nggak tahu ya Pak, maksudnya orang-orang di luar sana yang masih play gamble di aplikasi itu tuh kayak punya mindset yang sama kayak kita apa enggak, karena ujung-ujungnya masih banyak yang kejebak, masih banyak yang sampai bunuh diri, ribut sama istri, terus sampai kayak ngambil, nyolong lah gitu, nyolong hartanya istri, masih dijual buat top up misalnya kayak gitu.
Okay. Maybe I want to say this. Maybe Fit, you also can say something. So basically, have you ever seen people in the US that win 10 million or 1 million? Okay, let me ask you one thing. What do they do with the money? When they win 1 million, what do they do? They buy the big car. They buy the big house. They go to the big restaurant. They eat the good food. Wait, let me ask again. How long?
Ya, bener Pak.
No. Right or wrong. I mean,
Iya.
you not see that before? I mean, I don't know in Indonesia lah, but let's say you win that money. But what did you do that money to make it
Betul.
grow again? If that person use that money to reinvest, okay lah, reinvest also quite difficult, also gambling lah. But you reinvest in people. Let's say Aman Logistics want to expand. Okay, let's say Fitri sells tofu, and then she say, I want to expand bigger. You invest in her. Let's say I put in 1,000 Singapore dollars. I put in 1,000 Singapore. I only want 20%. She earned the 80%. But use that money to reinvest like this. I think it's better, Instead
Iya,
of,
iya.
let's buy a car. Let's buy the big house. Let's buy that. I mean, that when you buy that, it's all go to zero. But if you reinvest in real projection, I think it's better lah.
Nih, saya jadi inget nih kemarin ada update dari ini warga desa di daerah Jawa, di daerah Tuban. Pertamina buy their house itu yang normalnya tuh di sertifikat ya, di surat tanahnya itu
Ya.
harganya 100.000 sampai 150.000 per meter. Tapi Pertamina buy 600.000 per meter. Ini Pertamina baik banget Pak. Waktu itu viral.
Baik banget.
Orang, satu orang satu rumah, satu orang satu rumah, ada yang sampai terima berapa? 15 until 20 miliar.
Oh,
Miliar. Dan sekarang update-nya setelah belum ada 10 tahun, mereka sisa uangnya berapa? 50 juta. Dan jadi
oke ya.
jadi ininya, jadi warga desa itu kalau nggak salah sekitar 300 orang. Nah, dari 300 itu mereka kompak sekitar 150 atau 200 orang beli mobil Fortuner lah atau Jazz yang terbaru lah, kompak semuanya punya mobil. Tapi mereka nggak mikirin long termnya, mereka harus invest apa, mereka beli lagi, mereka ada yang beli rumahnya langsung beli yang bagus, otomatis kan perawatannya perlu manage-nya untuk rumahnya itu mereka nggak ada, mereka nggak menginvest itu untuk misalnya ya, simpelnya ya, dari misal saya punya 15 miliar, belilah rumah misal, apalagi di desa ya, menurut saya harusnya bisa lebih murah gitu, dengan semiliar menurut saya udah bagus banget. Misal beli rumah mereka dari 15 M 2 miliar lah murah. 13 miliar mungkin mereka bisa deposito. Itu udah paling simple. Gak
Ya.
usah mikir, tidur nyenyak. Ya
Ya.
kalau deposito ya tidur nyenyak, sebulan lu terima 50 juta. Enak banget, udah makan juga enak gitu ya, gak perlu ngutang. Dan mereka banyak yang langsung foya-foya lah, kayak tadi bilang, beli makanan enak atau yang nggak ngerti mau invest kemana, masa dari 15 miliar ke 50 juta tuh kayak masih menurut saya nggak masuk akal sih Pak.
Fit. This is a good story. So basically, grow rich langsung or grow rich slower is better. So I think based on the story that you say and maybe I say, grow rich slower is better because we manage the money properly. If we
Ya,
grow, if tidur bangun, oh saya udah hoki
ya,
banget. Maybe we don't know how to manage the money. Maybe. But grow rich slower seems to be better. Okay, you know something, Fit. You know I'm already like 43 this year. You know something? When I hit 40, I just talked to a friend this last weekend. I really think of retirement already. Okay, what I mean by retirement. So this Indonesian friend. So he come to my house and said, "Oh, enak your house very small, very just pas banget ah. Oh, kalau kamu nanti di depan kamu dapat lebih uang, ganti rumah aja." Katanya begitu, ganti rumah aja, beli yang gede rumah. Saya langsung kasih dia tahu begini. Okay, so I speak English. I say this. I immediately say this. I don't want. I don't want. Why I don't want? It's because this is my mindset. My mindset. You be the judge. You feature and everybody be the judge. I do not want to utang bank anymore. If once I finish this this apa sih namanya this, I still utang the bank for another 11 years, 12 years So there's still a long way more So I need to live until 55, 53.
ya,
Then I finish the utang of the bank. Oh wait, that's one thing. That's only one portion. If you buy a house again, your bulangan becomes higher, right?
ya betul.
Okay. Then won't you not think that I'll be more stressed working?
Ya.
Already now I really find so many ways to find money already, right? Like do this TikTok thing like a dog like that. And I don't know whether it work now. To be honest, I didn't know whether it work. But it make me scared. So after it make me scared, right? After that make me scared, right? Then my judgment like, oh, ini harus beli atau enggak? Ini harus invest atau enggak? Ini harus apa atau enggak? It makes me better, Nah, I mean apa sih namanya? Like this friend come, oh, beli aja, if you got money, jual aja, dan beli yang gede rumah. Saya langsung nggak mau. Saya mau tinggal di sini aja. Most to most I will do to renovate semua, to just hapusin semua and then naikin lagi. that is still cheaper than buying a new house, you know.
Ya, iyalah,
No, no,
bener-bener.
no. But feed, right? What I'm trying to say is certain things that happen in my life or in my life make me what I think today. I do not know. Maybe tomorrow I got 10 containers or 20 containers. I don't know. But apa sih namanya? I always need to remember about today. I always need to remember about what happened last year. Example last year. I mean, then whatever I do, right, will be a better decision. Yeah,
Ya,
correct
bener,
it.
bener-bener Pak. Maksudnya karena pengalaman, oh kemarin jadi pas mama saya tuh Pak, saya bukannya ini ya, maksudnya jadi ini pengalaman yang harusnya nggak ditiru, cuman saya nggak tahu ya, maksudnya kebutuhan orang kan beda-beda. Jadi kayak rumah saya ini kan rumahnya punya nenek saya.
You
Nah,
wanted to
jadi
sell it, right? Yeah.
ya yang di Kemanggisan ini.
Terus.
Jadi di sertifikat rumah ini tuh atas nama 3 orang. Nenek saya, mama saya, my uncle
You
3.
shared this before. You shared this before. Okay,
Oh
okay, okay.
iya, iya.
I forgot. Okay, terus.
Iya, iya, iya.
Oh no.
Jadi
Oh no.
kita perlu utang bang, karena waktu itu bapak saya baru, ya maksudnya bapak saya sakit kan, selain dari rumah sakit di cover sama my mom's company, tapi kan beside that kayak bapak saya perlu orang buat ngurusin, buat terapi bolak-balik kan, ongkos kan kayak segala macam kan nggak di cover, makanya maksudnya dari yang punya penghasilan 2 jadi cuma 1 itu kan ngaruh banget gitu ya.
Of course.
Terus jadi kayak mama saya sampai harus utang, harusnya mama saya doang yang utang ke bank. Jadi sertifikat ini kayak digadai nih Pak, sertifikat rumah digadai ke bank. Nah, jadi karena tanda tangan bertiga ya tanda tangan harus bertiga Pak rumahnya, karena bukan bukan atas
Yeah,
nama
yeah,
mama
yeah.
saya
Of course,
doang.
of course, of course.
Jadi ada my uncle ikut ikut utang juga lah, banyak lah. Satu orang 100 juta utang tuh, jadi 200. Tapi sad story-nya harus mama saya doang yang bayar.
What the?
Iya, jadi kayak mama saya itu utang, saya lupa berapa tahun deh. Pokoknya kayaknya sih 10 atau 15 saya lupa. Udah kayak cicil rumah, Pak.
Yeah, yeah,
Jadi
yeah.
sebulannya around 5 juta, around 5 juta. Itu kan juga floating ya kan, Pak.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Terus em, mama saya tuh orangnya nggak tegaan, terlalu baik, like angel gitu. Ya udahlah gitu. Maksudnya mama saya kasihan, mama saya yang menderita gitu, sedih sampai, makanya saya selalu bilang, mama selalu bersyukur punya anak kayak kamu, nggak nyusahin orang tua kayak gitu. Maksudnya bisa survive sendiri sama hidup kamu kayak gitu kan. Cuman sedihnya saya pas mama saya udah nggak bisa bayar, udah cannot pay the
Yeah,
cicilan,
of course.
itu masih sisa 7 atau 8 kali cicilan, sebulannya 5 juta itu saya yang harus bayar. Automatically saya yang harus bayar Pak waktu itu. Untungnya saya waktu itu belum punya anak Pak, jadi pengeluaran mungkin belum segila sekarang gitu ya. Terus saya tadinya nggak mau, cuman kalau saya nggak mau bayar siapa lagi yang
Yeah.
harus bayar? Kedua, kalau itu nggak lunas, masalah cuma 8 kali cicilan lagi, dikali 5 kan 40 juta gitu ya. Rumah saya dilelang,
Yeah, lah, yeah, lah, yeah.
saya dilelang kan, maksudnya bank don't care lah, harusnya pasarannya 4-5 miliar, gue jual aja 1 miliar 2 miliar, yang penting utang lu lunas kan gitu ya Pak. Kalau lelang kayak gitu kan nggak peduli bang, jadi saya oke lah, maksudnya yang namanya, oh ya teman-teman mungkin tahu yang kalau dengar sering apa sandwich generation lah gitu
Yeah,
ya.
yeah, yeah. You
Kayak,
told me.
jadi kayak gitulah, maksudnya jelek lah money managementnya. Maksudnya saya bisa lihat, jadi apa yang saya sekarang karena pengalaman orang tua saya sih Pak, saya ngelihat jelek banget ya money managementnya gitu. Saking saking baiknya mama saya harus cover harus cover her brother gitu.
Yeah. No, no, no. No, no. I mean that is sad. But okay, then the Sandwich generation is you have to pay. Then as a daughter, you say no so difficult because if you say no, then it's only 8 more months.
Iya.
Only 8 more months. So mau tidak mau you went through it. What? So of course you went through it. Then after you go through it, then you want to liquidate the house. Then where the money go? Right? Where the money go? I mean, that is another story altogether again. No, 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 no. But how do we get out of this? How
Iya.
apa sih namanya? Okay. Maybe I ask you, Fit. In your opinion, as a mother and have a child, and as a father and your husband, how do you get out of this problem? How do you get out of this problem? You already inherit your mother's problem, but yourself to your child and to your future, how do you get out of this problem? Menurut kamu?
Kalau saya ya Pak, karena saya maksudnya belajar dari my experience gitu ya. Saya belajar dari
Of
my
course, of course. No
experience.
right, no wrong. No.
Saya kalau kalau saya nggak punya mindset untuk jualan, mungkin dulu mama mama saya kan manjain saya lah. Kamu mau apa beli, kamu mau apa beli. Dulu apalagi saya itu different years sama my brother tuh 8 years kan. Jadi kayak selama 8 years tuh saya cuma jadi anak satu-satunya yang kayak beli kayak gitu. Jadi saya bakal ajarin anak saya buat punya jiwa entrepreneurship sih Pak. Kayak trying to jualan apapun lah, anything lah. Kita harus bangun dulu nih the confidentnya kan, maksudnya kan gak semua orang berani ya Pak. Kayak saya class to class, hello gitu, kayak you want to buy the smoked beef,
Yeah.
saya ke yang apa my senior gitu ya, maksudnya takut
Malu lah.
tapi iya my senior tapi takut, but it's must lah gitu ya buat ngabisin to sell 100 piece smoked beef a day gitu ya. Terus saya harus ngajarin confident ke anak saya cara cari uang, karena itu nggak diajarin di sekolahan cara cari uang. Tapi itu sangat dibutuhkan di kehidupan. Terus saya juga
Yeah.
ya terus kayak my brother kayak kan
How old's your brother again? Sorry.
ya my brother sekarang kan in university lah Pak, 1 year again lah, insya Allah lulus gitu ya, lulus dan ya lu cari kerja lah gitu ya. Nah itu juga saya trying to kasih modal lah, saya ajarin lu tuh harus kuliah, karena di Indonesia ini saya selalu bilang for people not graduate itu jahat banget.
Yeah.
Jadi lu harus graduate, gue bela-belain dari
Minimum
gue.
graduate lah.
Iya.
Minimum lah.
Iya, minimum bare lo harus graduate buat cari. Oke, seenggaknya lu lolos kualifikasi pertama minimal S1 kan gitu, Pak. Maksudnya saya coba kasih saya bayarin adik saya kuliah karena ya orang tua saya udah nggak bisa. Jadi ya
You very
mungkin
berat. No? You very berat. If I calculate what you just said, above everything already, you know.
kalau saya maksudnya saya nggak tahu ya, maksudnya kalau dihitung-hitung kayak nggak mungkin, tapi ya saya nggak tahu, mungkin ya Allah bantu saya gitu, maksudnya nominalnya gede banget Pak buat semua.
Yeah, I know, man. I can feel you, no? I can feel you, lah. I can feel you. It's okay. So what do you okay? So how do you get out of this sandwich generation? Is how do you get out of this problem? It's a forever problem for you, right? Ini
Ya mungkin
so
kalau sekarang susah sih Pak logikanya, maksudnya kayak nenek-nenek saya juga berat gitu, kayak kemarin kan saya coba trying to sell my grandma house kan,
yeah, already
maksudnya
so
nah,
difficult, right?
ya jadi kita minta minimal for 4 miliar itu bersih bersih, jadi kita nggak perlu bayar pajak apapun. Tapi dari kemarin tuh kayak nawar masih cuman 3,5 miliar lah paling ini. Tapi soalnya kan gini Pak, ini kan rumah dibagi-bagi. Mama saya perlu beli rumah lagi yang harus tinggal sama nenek saya, karena mama saya actually nggak punya rumah. Maksudnya saya makanya saya ngelihat dari ini mama saya kayak oh teman-teman nih yang perlu saya dari dulu terapin. Saya nggak suka kredit. Jadi kalau mobil saya better beli
Masa?
second cash, second HP, second cash. Pokoknya teman-teman ya jangan sampai sekonsumtif itu
Ya.
buat nyicil nyicil mobil. Kita mampunya beli under 100 juta ya udah satu
Yeah.
yang penting fungsinya
Yeah.
basic
Correct.
basic fungsinya
Correct.
sama. Jadi
Yes.
ya
Correct.
basic fungsinya sama. Dan sebelum itu saya mindset satu lagi pas saya baru keterima kerja, pas saya still kontrak gitu ya, kontrak employee, saya nggak berani punya kredit apapun. Saya mau waktu itu mau beli laptop baru, HP baru, saya mikir oh tunggulah saya jadi permanen dulu gitu. Saya jadi selalu berpikir kayak gitu karena kita nggak ada yang tahu ke depannya. Kalau tiba-tiba gue diputus kerja gitu aja, gimana cara bayarnya, saya selalu mikir dari situ karena saya nggak ada yang nolong, karena saya cuman em, punya uang saya sendiri, saya udah nggak mungkin minta orang tua, jadi saya selalu mikir ke depannya kayak gitu sih teman-teman. Jadi kalau untuk ini karena ini rumah, jadi menurut saya ya Pak, satu-satunya solusi sih ya tunggu bayar ada yang mau beli rumah dengan sesuai nenek saya mau, karena nenek saya juga keras gitu Pak, nggak mau lepas, tapi kayak nenek saya kayak juga nggak mau tahu, pokoknya lu punya, sebenarnya saya selalu punya uang gitu dinilainya ya amin, cuman kadang kalau dibilang sedih nangis ya udahlah.
No, no, but Fit, what I say this and I say this and I will say this in all conversations that we have. I like your attitude. Your attitude is it is a very big problem, but you're still laughing. I don't know. I don't know how do I put it. You give out very positive energy to a negative situation. There is two ways of. Okay, ini sebenarnya age is of course yeah, we're all older today. Tapi apa sih namanya? Ini there's two ways lah. One is you cry, you just sedih, you depression. Or the other one is ya udah what to do? Cobalah. What's the worst that can happen? Udah begini. Let's try to make the best of it. Just try to make the best of it. And apa sih namanya? Certain things that happen in life, like maybe you met, can talk to me, you can talk to your friends, can talk to your husband. God is not that evil lah sometimes. No. I need to say this because apa sih namanya? I realize there's bigger things that happen around us lah. Bukan cuman kita bisa control. Sometimes we really need to just like take me, take anything. Not everything, but most of the thing lah. Apa sih namanya? Yeah, I'm sorry if I go out of the point, but we all of us have our problem. Ichi has a very big problem. I also got a problem, but how we deal with our problem. Yeah,
Iya,
that's it.
iya.
Yeah. I mean, what I want to say is that when you sell the tofu, I think I saw you happy. Yeah.
Iya, maksudnya saya senang sih karena mungkin saya saya seneng sambil jualan. Maksudnya saya terpaksa gitu, kadang saya juga terpaksa. Oh iya harus jualan, tapi gue emang suka kok. Maksudnya basicnya itu yang saya bilang, saya punya mungkin personal branding udah jualan dari dulu yang kayak jualan makanan enak.
But Fit, this is real. You only started doing this only the last few years only. Last year, you were very happy in your comfort zone for very long.
Iya.
Right? No. But I mean, I'm happy for you at this stage. I'm actually happy that you took leave and you went to go and cook and all that to your friends. But what I see happen in you is that you're happy. Okay, what I want to say is this: whatever things that we do, let's say I do TikTok and you do the cooking and everything, it takes out a lot of time, right? I'm not saying that, hey, you know the script, not script lah, but there's certain things I need to say or I want to say, I want to do, also take time, right? But if somebody that's outside or maybe lain orang lah lihat, Pak Nick, why you do so many? Stress Menurut saya stress. No? Happy? Yeah, I'm more to happy, because I love doing it. Yeah, I don't know how to put it, but you must love what you do, and then everything else is not so stressful anymore,
Iya sih, betul.
right?
Iya,
But
iya.
if you're really stressed to cook that tofu and really stressed to go to that place or really stressed to go to work, then everything also stressful.
Iya, iya, benar, benar, benar.
Yeah, money is important, but happiness is also very important.
Benar. Dan satu lagi teman-teman, jangan salah choose partner life lah. Itu ya kayak
Next topic.
jadi mungkin teman-teman banyak juga dulu yang mungkin cerita kayak thank you yang kirim gift. Jadi banyak yang cerita, iya suami saya yang selingkuh lah, suami saya yang males kerja lah. Maksudnya itu salah satu yang bikin apa ya Pak, support lah, support di hidup saya lah.
Cowok harus kerja. Maaf ya teman-teman, kalau kamu di orang Indonesia atau di tinggal listening to Aman Logistics, cowok harus kerja.
Harus.
Kalau cowok enggak kerja, mohon maaf teman-teman, itu bukan cowok. Menurut saya, saya sendiri cowok lah. Saya man of the house. What do you mean by man of the house? Man of the house means provide for the family. Not the wife is a supporting role. Dia support kita. So if I work and if I cannot support her, she also need to work. Okay, then two person help the family. But if this person don't work and the wife work aja, itu bukan man of the house. Hold on. So if you're not man of the house, diam aja. Kalau istri mau begini, kamu harus diam.
Iya.
Kalau kamu enggak diam, they don't need you anymore. Correct what? That's what happens to most of our customers, right?
Ya, ya. Berapapun income-nya, cowok harus kerja berapapun income-nya sih Pak. Karena itu maksudnya di agama juga diajarkan. Maksudnya cowok itu kepala keluarga ya.
That's what I just said. Is the man of the house.
Itu ada di maksudnya itu
It's even in the Quran. Come on.
ya. Ada pun di Al-Quran. Jadi kayak kalau istri yang cari sebagai kepala keluarga yang cari uang, cowoknya males-malesan, itu ada aja dipersulit nanti jalannya, hidupnya, rezekinya. Jadi kayak itu bukan yang seharusnya cowok tetap harus kerja berapapun income-nya.
Yang do you have time?
Ya.
Okay, last week my friend come. Right? This is very interesting. So the cewek is a doctor. The cewek is a doctor. The guy is not a doctor, but dia jual insurance. Okay. So there is a gap, no? There's a gap of income, no?
Yeah.
The doctor is operational, so cut one body, get don't know how much, no? Cut don't know how much. The house mewah lah. But the guy, he's not lazy, He's not lazy. Dia mau kerja. Tapi of course the income is jauh lah. The income jauh. Maybe the isteri maybe bisa dapat 60 juta. I'm not the buyer, but maybe 60. Maybe dia bisa cuma 10 atau 20. Tapi kenapa isteri masih mau cowok di sini? Masih mau cowok because cowok masih mau kerja. Masih hungry ya, mama hungry ya. Hungry cari uang lagi gitu. Di rumah santai aja atau di mana mohon maaf lah. As a doctor, and your husband is like that, you like that?
Iya.
I mean, okay, this one different case. This one, honest, I never see before, first time. But I see them loving each other still. They still love each other. Of course, belakangnya bisa, cowok kamu begini. But sorry to say this, but shut the noise up and only care for yourself. This is my wife. This is my husband. I love him. He gives me comfort. Why should I care about you? I think. If it happens to me, I would say the same thing. Yeah. Ujung-ujungnya, I'm trying to say the same point. Find the correct spouse, correct it. Harus cari yang istri atau suami sama aja lah.
Ya, betul.
Let's try maybe 10:45. Okay. luckily I found Ibu Ika, my wife, Indonesian wife. If I were to marry my first girlfriend, which is the Singaporean, I think I might not have this mindset now. Because apa sih namanya, dia mau, oh, I need that bag. I want you to buy the LV bag. I want you to buy this. Ibu Ika is, don't buy me the bag. Give the children, you know. But apa sih namanya, it's mindset lah.
Ya,
Mindset.
betul.
Ya.
Dan saya juga maksudnya walaupun apa ya, saya kan mungkin di my family kayak sandwich generation, tapi untungnya suami saya in his family enggak, dia kayak tiga punya tiga brother, sister, and my husband gitu ya. Dia paling anak paling terakhir lah gitu. Jadi don't need to fit his family gitu. Jadi kayak
Meet you loh.
iya. Jadi he can help my family too.
No, apa sih namanya? Tapi dia mau help you and
Ya,
help your family.
ya,
Itu apa sih namanya? Jarang banget
ya,
teman-teman.
ya. Sorry banget. Jadi kayak saya sebelum saya starting dating with my husband, my ex also the first child in his family, Pak. Jadi since his dad passed away, itu kita still in Grand Sedayu. Ya, last time. Jadi gini Pak, saya keras, dia keras kalau buat pemikiran kayak gitu. Dia bilang kita kayaknya gue nggak bisa pacaran nih, gue harus fit dua adiknya. Dia punya tuh adik, mamahnya, dia harus urus kos-kosannya kayak pas bapaknya pensiun, bapaknya uang pensiunnya dipakai bikin kos-kosan, dia harus urus kos-kosannya sendiri kayak gitu. Jadi saya rasa kalau saya sama dia emang namanya ini Allah gitu ya, takdir Allah gitu. Kalau misalnya saya masih sama dia, oh nggak bisa, gue masih ngurus keluarga gue. Lu harusnya ke keluarga gue, lu tinggal di sini gitu kan. Maksudnya sama-sama nih Pak, sama-sama butuh ngurus keluarganya. Jadi kayak mama saya juga bersyukur sih, untung kamu nggak jadi ya kayak sama dia. Kalau nggak, jarang Pak emang yang mau sampai ibaratnya ngasih adik lah, ngasih mamahnya semua, maksudnya sampai ngurus buat makan daily food.
This is called maaf ya Fit. In my opinion, this is called true love. Ini
Iya.
true love. Maaf. And what I mean is true love. Dia beneran bisa, bukan ngomong sacrifice lah. Sacrifice is one thing lah. But dia enggak calculate sampai lah. Hello, you know, I love you only and you are my wife. Why should I provide for the rest? But dia beneran dari hati dia mau, maaf ya, beneran mau. I want to help. I want to help. Bukan kamu suruh dia butuh, tapi beneran dia dari hati mau. At end of the day, what happen is, when you do it willingly ya, ini ngomong willingly. Kalau ada orang willingly mau bantuin lain orang, dia enggak like kenapa harus nih? Kenapa harus begini?
Iya.
Dia beneran dari pure lah.
Iya.
Ya, is it
Ya,
fit?
makanya ya bersyukurlah emang, maksudnya apa what happens in our life gitu ya, emang harus terjadi gitu Pak. Maksudnya kita dulu mungkin ya sedih gitu ya, putus, sedih kayak gitu kan, harus break up, tapi maksudnya God have apa ya,
But
better plan lah.
But you notice something in our feed, and I don't know when I want to say this, but if you do good to people or try to help people
Yeah.
or say positive thing to people, this person that say the thing, kamu bisa baca dia beneran dari hati atau bohongin dia. I don't know, I don't know, but I want to be the person that really if you are my friend, I really want to help you. It's not about money, but I want to really advise you. Bukan masalah advice dari like, oh kamu harus begini, oh kamu salah kamu harus begini. Tapi help a friend like dengerin, kalau dia sedih atau di mana, harus dengerin baik-baik and then support this person. Your advice that you want to say from your mouth sometimes bisa cocok orang,
Iya.
bantuin orang. How do I say this? I know I got this skill only a few years ago. Only. But human are like that. I don't know.
Iya, Pak.
A lot of human not the same.
Iya, iya, iyalah pasti Pak. Maksudnya dari kayak kayak my ex terus sampai akhirnya ketemu suami saya, mungkin ini yang the best lah
Iya.
pokoknya saya. Jadi kayak itu pasti ada yang beda. Sebelumnya juga sama Pak, ada yang kayak ya udah kalau kalau kita nikah kita keluar ya dari rumah ini, gue nggak mau. Nah sementara suami saya pilih tinggalin rumah yang dia punya, ya udah yuk kita tinggal sama keluarga lu, kita bantu.
You told me one story a few weeks ago. You said that you were when I first saw your child, you were your daughter. You were in your husband's house.
Iya.
After that, he came to your house. I mean, maaf ya Fit, dari saya mata saya itu very difficult, no.
Iya.
Itu sebenarnya dia comfort zone banget,
Iya,
really.
iya.
Dia bisa lepas comfort zone and go to a place that like okay.
Iya.
I mean, Fit, congratulations, no, you found the correct one. But you know what I'm trying to say. That's
Iya.
difficult. I know you are trying to tell him to do that, but
Iya.
dia harus juga dong.
Iya, iya Pak, makanya kayak kayak misalnya pas saya kalau kan saya kan every weekend stay at my husband house gitu ya, kayak even for daily food kayak kita nggak usah mikir, udah ada kayak my mother-in-law masak
You
kayak
told me that day when we went to your house, you give us bakso. Then you were saying pasti ada. You
ya.
really tell me pasti. Oh ini di sini nggak lapar, pasti dapat, pasti dapat. But it was true. Itu true.
Iya, iya, iya. Maksudnya hal-hal kayak gitu yang dia mau. Terus kayak dari rumahnya my husband ke tempat tempat kerjanya dia lebih deket. Tapi dia ya maksudnya stay di rumah saya. Maksudnya banyak yang mikirin, ya udah kasihan kamu kalau misalnya kamu kerja dari sini harus naik motor lebih lama karena kan stationnya need to transit gitu, Pak, kan capek, katanya kamu capek, udah lewat sini aja kalau misalnya lah di rumah kamu kan bisa naik kereta, duduk nggak capek, terus lebih murah sih Pak, karena kalau naik Gojek juga ojek tuh kalau dari rumah suami saya ke kantor 50 lah, 50.000 one way. Nah,
You should learn how to ride a motorbike. You sebenarnya harus learn how to ride a motorbike.
saya nggak bisa, saya takut Pak belajar, saya takut belajar. Makin tua makin takut Pak, makin tua makin takut belajar, makin takut jatuh, lecet, tabrak.
Wesh, I buy you the pad, okay? Your birthday pad, I buy you pad. You
Ini
pad.
dibagi.
And then try dulu helmet, and try dulu. Kalau jatuh, most blue black aja lah.
Kadang kitanya udah hati-hati, orang lain ngebut yang nggak hati-hati. Maksudnya itu suatu yang di jalan.
Ini welcome to Indonesia.
Iya, iya, makanya wah gila ya.
I told you right, the accident like bang already can excuse me, you cannot just minta maaf, man. Very difficult.
Ya,
Okay,
makanya
maaf Pak, salah saya berhenti. Kamu nggak lihat, kamu udah lihat tapi saya langsung berhenti. Maaf ya Pak, itu salah saya. Gitu. So, anyway. Yeah, we went out of point a little bit, money management to life and everything.
ya.
But basically, I think we can try to close. But basically, what this segment is about is we all have problems lah. Future have problems, I have problems. Everybody has problems, but how we manage our problem. Managing the problem is sharing and talking and listening. Apa sih namanya? I want to use experience again. This 3 days of me uploading every day, I upload like 6 videos a day. But you know the number of people that comment and give opinion and everything. Basically, I say this and I'm doing this. Saya sebenarnya nggak mau orang quick to judge. Sebenarnya kalau kamu ngomong Singapura lebih jelek, Indonesia lebih enak, saya mau kasih dia tahu, bukan begitu teman-teman. Sebenarnya tergantung orang aja. Kalau orang Indonesia tinggal di Indonesia, kerja di Indonesia, dia pun capek kok.
Iya.
you're also capek, what? You're also tired, what? But are you happy? Do you have balance of life?
Yeah.
Now you already spent maybe 1.5 hours talking to me. Maybe a Singaporean cannot do that. I mean,
Yeah.
after this, maybe you just eat the kueh, you just sometimes just relax a little bit, maybe for about half an hour. Maybe in Singapore you cannot do that, but you get big gaji. So yes and no to everything, what? Right?
Betul, betul, Pak.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, jangan lihat lain orang lebih enak dari kamu aja. I mean, you have a friend that you shared with me a few years ago. Soccer, online play, buy a BMW. And now where is he in the US? I mean that friend. Remember we discussed quick money? Quick money, very quick. That one very, very.
Quick gone.
Then you told me the marriage, the wedding, you go, wah, luar biasa. Bali, no.
Yeah.
Bali. Sorry, but I don't want to curse him, but what happened?
Yeah.
How you spend the money? This is real already, Ini real case already,
Wah, real. Depan mata saya kenal deket gitu. Wah.
But waktu dulu sebelum dia begitu, of course you want. Of course you want.
Gila.
Yeah. Oh, enak ya. Wah, this or that. Wah, can. But remember that time already I was trying to tell you, wah, hati-hati ya. Ujung-ujungnya benar kok.
Yeah.
Because the money is too quick.
Very quick.
Walao eh, buy a BMW and buy a big house. I mean, come on lah. I also want lah, but sustainability.
Trying to calculate gitu ya, kayak saya with other guests gitu ya. How many ya to cover all pesawat, hotel,
Yeah.
3 days. Pesawat pulang pergi until we arrive at Bali, she rent a bus.
Yeah.
A bus with food for lunch.
You see, Fit, maaf ya, Fit. That guy is, sorry to say this, real. He's richer than me,
Yeah.
No, but how you manage the money? And
Yeah.
is how you manage the money there. You can be super rich langsung, but do you really need to have it 3 days? You really need it in Bali? You cannot have it in Jakarta.
Saya bilang makanya, kalau nggak mau kayak di ballroom Pullman lah, mungkin
Pullman
bisa
aja.
lebih murah, pasti lebih murah lah.
Saya mau the sunset. Saya mau yang ini. I want the sand on my leg. I want this. I mean, everybody want a lot of things lah.
Ya lah.
But I mean, sorry to say this, but I kesian lah. Kesian di mana apa sih namanya? Money management lah. Fit.
Yeah.
And ujung-ujungnya, maaf, Fit. Ujung-ujungnya is really about money management.
Ya.
He or she didn't manage the money properly. If they would have lived a humble life, have a little bit expensive wedding, it's okay, but it maybe lasts longer. Maybe can last you 10 years. But they only last 1 year, right? Or 1 or 2 years.
Iya. Bener. Ya, maksudnya sama-sama lah, maksudnya mereka juga nyesel lah cerita ke saya, pastilah. Tapi ya namanya udah terjadi gitu ya. Ya udah.
The problem is it's very hard to adjust back to go down. Yeah. Most people, most lah. I don't know whether you saw it, but it took quite hard lah. And after namanya, and then this is not the place for them. Right? Then they will try other places. Then keep trying lah. That's life lah. As long as both of them marry the right husband and the right wife, that mau kerja. I think that's the most important. Jangan mau like, saya nggak mau lagi. So then they go through it together. If they go through it together, apa sih namanya, they will come out stronger.
Iya benar sih Pak.
Berat. Okay. I think we can close. But segmen ini teman-teman is just ngobrol aja lah. To be honest with you, teman-teman, if 8 of you watch until now, Pak Nick always talk about work, and Nick actually have a life out of work. Pak Nick want to explore the life out of work, and I want you to know who am I. I want you to know who Fitri is also. All of us got problems. All. But the more we talk, the more we share, the more Fitri listen to me, the more I listen to Fitri, the more we understand each other. I mean, if she didn't tell me about her family, her struggles, her sandwich generation, maybe I also will not know. But if she doesn't listen to me or listening to me about my struggles about work, I talk to her about work, a lot of work, she also might not understand. Enak aja kok aman logistik, blah, 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 blah. But sharing is caring. I'm not say share maybe we cannot do anything, but sharing makes us feel lighter, less berat. Yeah, correct?
Iya
Fit?
sih, benar-benar banget. Kadang kenapa sih harus cerita ya? Gue gak butuh dikasih solusi, dengerin aja gitu, dengerin
And
aja.
then, and then you see, right? Fitri share about the husband, and then maybe Fitri never see the husband in dia sebenarnya dia harus ikutin saya kok, saya suruh dia ke rumah saya kok. But maybe after today she have a different perspective. Yeah, maybe my husband really sacrificed a lot. Maybe I don't know. But basically, what we're trying to say to everybody here is have an open mind. If she share, I understand. I share, she understand. So neither we wanted to watch soccer. And then no problem. Then you know what I just said? I said don't go. Because I don't have family problem. So we need to understand each other, even as a manager to the team below or even the team to the manager. We need to understand, right?
Iya, iya.
Yeah. Okay, that's all for me. I think we talked more than enough. Yeah.
Teman-teman juga mungkin kalau misalnya ini jangan stres yang kerja. Mungkin
Oh,
siapa tahu teman-teman ngerasa oh employer saya jahat atau mungkin teman-teman aja yang nggak pernah ngajak ngobrol kayak Panik bilang kan kita harus saling mengerti karena sebenarnya yang paling dekat itu lingkungan kerja loh karena tiap hari ketemu tiap hari ngobrol jadi jangan sampai kita mikirin sendiri aja gitu kalau dirasa teman-teman perlu sharing sama employernya atau coba Bu gitu atau Pak saya gimana nih kerjanya atau saya lagi ada masalah ini nih mungkin teman-teman juga bisa ngobrol kalau teman-teman tetap nggak bisa mungkin teman-teman bisa ngobrol di sini sama kita karena kita nih insya Allah tiap minggu ya Pak kita coba live sharing kayak gini.
I want to add this the last one. I think it's if you're going to work in Singapore, try to build a relationship with your majikan. I mean, this is real. This is very real. I see that with my own bar in Indonesia. I see that with my own bar in Singapore. Build a relationship. I mean, work is work. We will all work for money, of course, but build a relationship because if you don't build that relationship, that I'm a worker, you're a boss. You're a worker, I'm a boss. If you have that all the time, I mean, that's very stressful working lah.
Iya.
Right or not? I don't know. But if you really work for me and I treat you like an employer and you treat me like a boss, won't you feel stressed? No,
Iya.
not so santai, right? So anyway, break that barrier, break that wall. Try to break that wall, and then your life will be better.
Betul betul. Jadi emang kita lebih ngerti apa mungkin yang dirasa, oh kok bos gue jahat banget sih, ternyata enggak, karena bosnya nggak ngerti aja.
Yeah, basically it's communication problem. Ujung-ujungnya, if I see everything as all about communication, you husband, wife, all
Iya,
communication problem.
benar-benar.
Okay, that's all. Next week we can talk about other things.
Yes.
Feet, once again, happy birthday, Feet.
Ya, thank you, Pak.
We arranged the cake since yesterday, so FYI, I'm happy for you, Feet. I'm really happy for you. I'm sorry that you're in the sandwich generation, but thank you for sharing, Feet. Keep up your spirit. I think what I want to tell you is this spirit that you have, mohon maaf, Feet, but jarang orang ada deh. Maaf ya, maaf. I yeah, this happy like, but it's
Iya.
real. No, real. I love it. I love it lah. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I love your bubbly character and spread this character to other people. Give give this to other people because a lot of people need it.
Iya, iya. Trying not to ngutang juga ya teman-teman. Saya selalu
Okay.
saya
I
selalu menanamkan itu
utang
trying
rumah.
not to ngutang.
I utang rumah, I utang mobil, I utang my rumah di Singapore, I utang. Tapi what I'm trying to do is to get out of the bloody utang.
Ya.
and not buying another house or car maybe lah, but not buying another house because it's super expensive. But no, that's enough. Cukup.
Ya. Apalagi kalau ya teman-teman mungkin mikir, oh ada lagi nih Pak cerita kayak misalnya invest, orang dulu kan invest beli tanah, tapi kan nggak segampang itu. Satu, harganya jangan berpikir saya beli 600.000 per meter terus bakal jadi 1 juta. Nggak segitu gampangnya teori gitu loh teman-teman.
Buku ngomong bisa. You and I know fit. You and I know
Ya,
it's not real.
ya.
Okay. Thank you, Fit. Thank you for everything. Once again, happy birthday. Thank you for your
Pak.
time. Happy birthday. Let's to a better 2025 to everybody. Teman-teman di sini, terima kasih terima kasih ikutin kita live hari ini. We'll try to do this we'll do this every Thursday lah. But apa sih namanya? Every day is just about out of the box topic lah. Okay?
Ya, oke, siap.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you
Fit.
teman-teman semua.
Happy birthday.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.